Do you want to improve your English in a fun and engaging way? The best way to learn a language is through stories and real-life experiences. Today, let's dive into an exciting mystery while learning English naturally. Listen carefully, follow the story, and pick up new words and phrases along the way. In a quiet town, surrounded by rolling hills and old cobblestone streets, a young girl named Emma lived in a cozy house filled with books. She had always been fascinated by stories, tales of adventure, mystery, and lost treasures. But one day, Emma stumbled upon a mystery of her own. It happened on a rainy afternoon. The sound of raindrops tapping against her window filled the attic as Emma carefully sorted through an old wooden chest that had belonged to her great-grandmother. Inside, she found yellowed papers, faded photographs, and an old dusty book with a fragile letter tucked between its pages. The envelope was delicate, almost crumbling in her hands. She carefully pulled out the letter and began to read. To my dearest friend, if you find this letter, you must know the truth. Emma's heart raced. The handwriting was elegant, but slightly faded with time. What truth was hidden in these words? What was her great-grandmother trying to say? The letter seemed incomplete. The bottom part had been torn away. Determined to uncover the full story, Emma hurried downstairs to her grandfather, who sat reading by the fireplace. She handed him the letter, her eyes filled with curiosity. He adjusted his glasses and examined it closely. "Ah," he said with a warm smile. "This was written by your great-grandmother. She had a best friend named Margaret, but Margaret moved away when they were young. I believe she wrote this letter, hoping they would meet again." Emma's curiosity grew even stronger. "But where's the rest of the letter?" she asked. Her grandfather sighed. "I don't know, dear. Perhaps it was lost over the years. But if you truly want to know the full story, maybe you should search for it." And so Emma made it her mission to find the missing piece. The next day, she visited the town library, a grand old building with towering bookshelves and the scent of aged paper filling the air. She approached the librarian, an elderly woman with silver hair and kind eyes. "Excuse me, Mom," Emma said politely. "I found an old letter in my attic, but part of it is missing. Do you think I could find any records or clues here?" The librarian's eyes twinkled. "Old letters often hold great stories," she said. "Maybe another book in your attic has the missing piece. But if not, you should check the town's archives. Sometimes letters like these were copied or recorded in journals." Taking the librarian's advice, Emma returned home and searched the attic again. Hours passed as she carefully opened old books, sifted through dusty papers, and examined forgotten trinkets. Just when she was about to give up, she noticed a wooden box tucked away behind the chest. She opened it and gasped. Inside was another piece of paper, folded neatly. Her hands trembled with excitement as she unfolded it. The ink was faint, but she could still make out the words. "If we ever lose each other, remember? Friendship is never lost, only waiting to be found." A warm feeling spread through Emma's heart. She realized that this letter was not just about the past. It was about the timeless nature of friendship. Even when people are separated by distance or time, the bonds they share never truly disappear. She rushed downstairs to show her grandfather the missing piece. He read it, smiled, and said, "Your great-grandmother believed in the power of friendship. And now, you've rediscovered a part of her story." Emma felt a sense of pride and wonder. This letter had taught her an important lesson. not just about her family's history, but about life itself. She promised herself that she would always cherish the friendship she had and never stop searching for knowledge. From that day on, Emma saw every book, every story, and every word is an opportunity for adventure. And just like Emma, you too can learn something new every day. Learning English is like solving a mystery. Every new word brings you closer to understanding the whole story. So keep reading, keep listening, and never stop exploring.